If you were born before 1965 and you are currently receiving Social Security benefits, or if you are getting ready to claim them, there is a very good chance that the Social Security Administration is withholding money that legally belongs to you. We are not talking about a small amount. We are talking about adjustments, credits, and benefit calculations that can add up to as much as $22,080 that many older Americans have simply never claimed because nobody told them it existed. This is not a loophole. This is not a trick. These are legitimate benefit entitlements built directly into the Social Security system, and millions of Americans who qualify are walking away from this money every single year. If you were born before 1965, keep watching right now because what comes next could change your financial situation in retirement significantly. Welcome to Anderson Report, the channel that cuts through the confusion and gives Americans the straight facts about Social Security, Medicare, retirement benefits, and the government programs that affect your financial security. Today, we are laying out exactly what benefits and adjustments are available to Americans born before 1965 that could be worth up to $22,080, where this money comes from, why so many people never receive it, and precisely what you need to do to claim every dollar you are owed. Everything we cover today is based on Social Security Administration rules and federal law as it stands right now. Let us start with the foundation. The Social Security benefit system is far more complex than most Americans realize. When most people think about Social Security, they think about a single monthly check based on their work history. But built into the Social Security system are multiple layers of adjustments, credits, and spousal entitlements that can dramatically increase what you receive every month. For Americans born before 1965, several of these provisions are particularly significant, and the combination of them can add up to a substantial sum over time. The first major source of unclaimed money involves delayed retirement credits. If you were born before 1965, you reached your full retirement age somewhere between 66 and 67, depending on your exact birth year. Many Americans claim Social Security the moment they turn 62, which is the earliest possible age. But claiming early permanently reduces your monthly benefit by up to 30% compared to what you would receive at full retirement age. And for every year beyond full retirement age that you delay claiming, up to age 70, your benefit grows by 8% per year. This means that someone who waits until 70 to claim instead of taking benefits at 62 can receive a monthly payment that is up to 76% higher than the early claiming amount. For someone whose benefit at 62 would have been $1,000 per month, the benefit at 70 could be as high as $1,760 per month. Over a single year, that difference represents over $9,000. Over several years, the cumulative gap reaches well into the range of $22,000 and beyond. The second area involves spousal and survivor benefits, and this is where a massive amount of unclaimed money is sitting. If you are married, divorced after at least 10 years of marriage, or widowed, you may be entitled to Social Security benefits based on your spouse's or former spouse's earnings record rather than your own. A spouse is entitled to up to 50% of their partner's full retirement age benefit. A widow or widower is entitled to up to 100% of the deceased spouse's benefit. Divorced spouses who were married for at least 10 years and have not remarried before age 60 can also claim on their former spouse's record. What makes this so important is that many Americans, particularly women who spent years out of the workforce caring for children or elderly parents, have very modest Social Security benefits based on their own earnings record, but their spousal or survivor benefit could be significantly higher. The Social Security Administration does not automatically switch you to the higher benefit. You have to know about it, and you have to apply for it. Millions of Americans, particularly older women born before 1965, are currently receiving their own smaller benefit when they could be receiving a much larger spousal or survivor benefit. The third source of unclaimed money involves what is known as the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. These are two provisions in Social Security law that reduce benefits for people who also receive a pension from a job that was not covered by Social Security, such as certain state and local government positions, some school district jobs, and some federal positions. For decades, these two provisions significantly reduced Social Security benefits for millions of public sector workers. However, the Social Security Fairness Act, which was signed into law at the end of 2024, repealed both the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. This is one of the most significant Social Security changes in 40 years. If you are a retired teacher, a retired police officer, a retired firefighter, a retired government employee, or anyone else who had their Social Security benefit reduced because of these provisions, you are now entitled to a higher monthly payment. And critically, the Social Security Administration owes retroactive payments going back to the date the law took effect. For individuals affected by the repeal, this retroactive payment can be substantial, and in many cases it falls directly in the range of the $22,000 figure referenced in today's topic. If you have not yet contacted the Social Security Administration about this change, you need to do so immediately. The fourth area involves cost of living adjustments, also known as COLAs, that have not been properly applied to benefit calculations. Each year, the Social Security Administration applies a cost of living adjustment to benefits to account for inflation. These adjustments compound over time. If there has been any error in how your base benefit was originally calculated, that error gets compounded with every subsequent COLA applied on top of it. Errors in Social Security benefit calculations are more common than the administration publicly acknowledges. Mistakes in earnings records, incorrectly posted wages, periods of work not properly credited, all of these can result in a base benefit that is lower than it should be. Because COLAs are applied as a percentage of your benefit, a lower base benefit means every subsequent COLA is also lower than it should have been. Getting a correction made to your earnings record can therefore increase not only your current benefit but effectively restore lost COLA value going back years. The fifth area that is generating significant attention for Americans born before 1965 is the income-related repayment of Medicare premiums. If you are currently enrolled in Medicare Part B or Part D, you are paying monthly premiums that are deducted directly from your Social Security check. For higher income beneficiaries, these premiums are increased through what is called IRMAA, the Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. However, IRMAA is based on your income from 2 years prior. If your income has dropped significantly since then, due to retirement, the death of a spouse, divorce, or other life events, you can request a reconsideration and have your Medicare premiums reduced. This directly increases your net Social Security payment. Many retirees are paying inflated Medicare premiums based on income that no longer reflects their current financial situation, and they have no idea they can appeal. So what do you need to do right now? The first step is to create or log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov. Review your earnings record carefully and verify that every year of work is accurately recorded. If you see any missing or incorrect earnings, report them to the Social Security Administration immediately with documentation. The second step is to call the Social Security Administration directly at 1-800-772-1213 and specifically ask about the Social Security Fairness Act repeal of the windfall elimination provision and government pension offset. If you ever worked in a job not covered by Social Security and had your benefit reduced, you need to ask about your updated benefit amount and your retroactive payment. The third step is to review your spousal and survivor benefit options. If you are currently collecting on your own record, ask the Social Security Administration whether you would receive a higher payment by switching to a spousal or survivor benefit. This is a free review, and it costs you nothing to ask. The fourth step is to contact Medicare if your income has dropped significantly in the last 2 years. Request a reduction in your IRMAA adjustment and provide documentation of your changed circumstances. Even a modest reduction in your monthly Medicare premium translates directly into more money in your Social Security check every month. The money is there. The rules allow for it. The system provides for it. The only thing standing between millions of Americans born before 1965 and thousands of additional dollars in retirement income is simply not knowing what to ask for and not knowing who to ask. That is today's full breakdown right here on Anderson Report. If this video has opened your eyes to benefits you were not aware of, please like it right now and share it with everyone you know who was born before 1965. You could be putting thousands of dollars back into the pockets of the people you care about. Subscribe to Anderson Report and hit the bell so you never miss an update on Social Security, Medicare, or any other benefit that affects your retirement. We are here to make sure you get every single dollar you have earned. Until next time, stay informed and claim what is yours.